And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Making side adjustments here. Jackson will throw. Makes the grab. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
And I'm not going to blame this quarterback if he's not looking back this guy's way. I mean, early in the game, he's given him several opportunities to catch the football. He hasn't made plays, and I think as a quarterback, sometimes you lose a little bit of confidence, and you'll start looking elsewhere.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Nixon. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
It's complete to the left. Turning it on. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They want to throw it. Fires to the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10-15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to sneak it. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Zings it complete to the right.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Looking for a man. It's Warner. They're working that left side. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because he's thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option, finding open areas. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
He'll pitch it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now he's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Dropping back, it's Warner. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. It's 4th down.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
Hunt is on its way. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. He leaves it with his back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The offense changing the play. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Not Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. They bring the punter onto the field now. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner goes down. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. It's a draw. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll move the tight end. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Pulls it and fires to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Warner. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
The kick is on its way. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Give to the running back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, give on the inside. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
But the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. The play action fake. Quickly complete. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, that D-tackle has an explosive first step. He shot right out of his stance. He was in the backfield, and he was able to make the tackle for loss.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Warner. Finds a man in the middle. Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Finding an escape route. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. Tight end now in motion. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took him to the house, but they got him at the 24. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. He's got it. And he's got a touchdown.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Jackson gonna throw it. Quickly complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quickly to the tight end. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wants to throw on 3rd. Grab near the marker. It's Charles. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Montgomery. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. The pass ball is incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
Get this fucking thing going, man.
About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. Looking for blockers. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
Will take over. First and 10.
They'll go with a direct snap. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Warner. Makes the catch. Made a defender miss. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Freeman. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Grab behind the line. It's Freeman. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Trying to take it back.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Might be calling a hot route. Jackson will throw. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Going to sling it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Nixon. At the 35, he's loose. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. To the air on second down. Got it! And he's in for the touchdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Snagged in the middle, it's Anderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? To throw, it's Warner. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Going right to work up top. Pulls it in. It's Montgomery. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. They'll try the run. able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Motion from the back. Jackson gonna throw it. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Throws for the tight end. He's got him wide open. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple. But the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
Can the defense stop him again on second and goal? And it's in there for a touchdown. They push out this lead in the fourth quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive second win of the season.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Leaves it with the back. Leaves an open space downfield. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Warner. just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it, 1st down and more. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Leaves it with the back. Inside the 30. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Good timing on the quick out.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard.
And it's in for a touchdown. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they can lose this ball game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USC. We've got our eye on here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That 1st down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Jackson will throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the miss.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw again. Grabbed in the middle, it's Fox. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Oh, man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. The give and tick, 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 tick. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Jackson gonna throw it. He's got him. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
What a great play by the defense. And a critical down late in the game. One possession behind. You needed to come up with that play now to hopefully force a punt and give your offense a chance to go win the game.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Fox.
Man, you really want your offense to be great when it matters most, and it mattered most right now. 4th down, late in the ball game, one possession game. I get the first, and I got a good chance of running this clock out. Nice job by the offense at a critical moment.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Play number 9 on this drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. Snaps it in the shotgun. Here's a heat. Got it. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown. That should move them closer to this elusive second win of the year as they build this 4th quarter lead.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to pass. It's Warner. Flips it out on the screen. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Got to be quick, down to 10. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff.